Hey guys, this is Mr. Nightmare here, and today we're reading Go to Sleep, My Love, Chapter 3. Before we get started, you know the drill. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Anyway, let's get started. Jeff's point of view. I finally woke up. My vision was blurry, but after a while, everything was normal, and I realized I was outside. I looked up at the pink and blue sky. Some clouds, but not many. There was last night. I moaned in pain and I looked around. I was right outside the girl's house. I guess she dragged me out. I looked down at myself and I guess I had a large scar she gave me, but it looks infected. Great. I pushed myself up and stumbled a bit. To keep balance, I looked towards the house. I felt hot as the sun touched my bleached skin. I stumbled towards the house. I wasn't going anywhere, not without my knife, not without killing her. I walked up to the door and grabbed the door handle, and I turned it. The handle, and I pushed it open. Luckily it was unlocked. I didn't think I could crawl through the window in my condition. As soon as I walked in, I could hear bacon sizzling as she was in the kitchen. I quietly began to lip over to where I could hear the sound of bacon. I walked to the door and saw her in the kitchen there. She was in a light blue tank top and had gray sweatpants on. Her long black hair was tied up in a high ponytail, and she wore a white and purple Converse. She had a few bandages, but she was bruised. The bruises were totally gone. I guess she put makeup on them. I quickly ran behind her so she couldn't see me. I walked towards her and placed my hands up level to her neck. I guess I couldn't cut her, but I can choke her. Hi, Jeff, she said calmly. I froze. Wait, she knew I was here? I did not want to know what to do, so I put my hands down. Finally woke up, I see, she said awkwardly. I was silent. She gripped the frying pan harder, and then she was about to let it go and turned back to look at me. Her hair whipped my face. I looked at her. Your eyes, I choked out. She raised an eyebrow. They're red, I added. She sighed. Great. Even you think I'm a freak. Look, why are you still here? She snapped. I snapped out of it and glared at her. I'm not leaving without my knife. And not without killing you. I said in a creepy voice again. But my voice really hurt, so it came out as a gruggly sound. She looked frustrated. Would you stop? It's bad enough you look like some creepy pervert. Now you're grumbling like a gremlin, she snapped. I gulped. Why? Why aren't you scared of me? I snapped. My voice cracked due to the pain. Because there's nothing to be scared about. You're just some creepy, stupid guy that goes around killing people in their sleep, she snapped. And she sighed again. It seems like she was stressed. Just go. She turned around, her hair whipping me in the face again. I glared at her and grabbed her ponytail and pulled it hard. She screamed, and I pulled back on the ponytail with force, her head back to look at me. I brought my face closer to hers, and they were centimeters away. My black hair fell on her cheeks. Listen, I'm not leaving without my knife. And make you suffer, I said with clenched teeth. She looked at me shocked, and then she glared at me. She got out of my grip and pushed me away. Just go. No, I snapped back. She growled and picked up my knife. I thought she was going to threaten me. Instead, she just put it in a tiny holder she had on her belt. If you want it, you have to go through me first. You're nothing without your precious little knife, she glared at me. She flipped her bangs over her shoulder. Now, I'm going to go play some tennis. You can come if you try to kill me if you want. I doubt you'll be able to, or want. From your looks, you can stay here and read the newspaper about people who died yesterday. Eat the bacon, or some whatever you do in the morning. Just leave me alone for 10 fucking seconds, she snapped. She stormed away, and I heard the door slam. I was angry at her. No one ever said anything like that to me. Well, after I became this, at the same time, I gotta admit, it was kind of hot. I decided to follow her. But it was only about 20 minutes later I decided to keep my distance but follow. We were at the tennis court, so I was easily found. No big deal. After what seemed like forever walking, I saw a group of guys. I quickly jumped into a nearby bush and peeked over them in the group. Yeah, I was hiding. The girl was right. I was nothing without my knife. But I guess I could just taken her, and since I liked it so much. Dang it! Why didn't I think about this before I left? Suddenly I realized something. The group was hovering over something like punching it. I strained for a few minutes. So when they all stopped and walked away backwards, I realized it was the girl. They were beating her. That's why she had so many scars and bruises. She turned to the side and curled into a ball. She was crying. She had cuts and scars and bruises everywhere, and I actually felt bad for her. I remember how I was bullied and how I became what I was. Even though I was a psychopath killer now, I still had feelings. It really made me messed up when I think about bullies. I went through depression so many times. I thought about the group was going to walk away, but they didn't. They grabbed a large wooden tennis racket and ran it up to her and started beating her with it. I gritted my teeth. Something came over me and I jumped and ran towards them. They saw me, but I was trying to be loud as possible. They all jumped back and dropped the racket. What the fuck, they all shouted. I jumped in front of her, blocking them from getting to her. Their eyes widened in confusion. They didn't move. I glared at them. I grabbed the knife from the pocket of her belt and then jumped towards them, stabbing the guy in the stomach. Blood splattered everywhere, mainly on me, though. He screamed and jumped back. He looked down and saw I stabbed him, and then looked at me. I smiled evilly and held up the knife to my face. I licked up the blood from the knife. They all ran away, and the guy was puking up blood since I stabbed him deep. I think I cut open his stomach. Well, at least, that's what I thought. I stared at them until they were all out of sight, and I turned towards the girl. She was still curled up into a ball. She was crying hard as she was choking up blood. On top of that, she was having a seizure. If I could, I would have frowned. I dropped my knife and moved closer to her and examined her. I hesitantly picked her up, bridal style, and quickly ran to her house. Hi guys, it's Mistress Nightmare here. I just want to say big thanks for you guys for watching this channel and staying to the end of this video. If you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel. If you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, bye!